Sometimes the kindest intentions uncover the darkest truths. What began as a heartfelt surprise trip to Boston with my kids turned into a nightmare I never saw coming. One hotel door, one moment of truth, and 17 years of marriage hanging by a thread. My name is Daniel Carter D. to my friends. I'm 50, married to Laura for almost 20 years, and father to two amazing kids. Ethan, 15 and growing faster than I can keep up with, and Lily, my 10-year-old princess who still believes her dad hangs the moon. That Wednesday morning started like any other when Laura was away on business. I was juggling breakfast, coffee, and chaos. Ethan glued to his phone, Lily poking at her cereal, and me gulping caffeine like oxygen. Laura had been in Boston for 3 days on a week-long consulting job, longer than usual, and we all felt her absence. I love my wife. So when Lily asked, "Do you think Mommy misses us?" an idea struck me like lightning. What if we go see her this weekend? Lily's eyes lit up. Really? Like, surprise her? Yeah, I said, smiling. Imagine her face when she opens the door. Even Ethan looked up from his phone. That would actually be kinda cool, he said, which, for a teenager, means thrilled. By noon, I'd arranged time off work, excused the kids from school, and booked flights. I could already see Laura's expression: shock, joy, maybe even tears. She didn't answer my calls that day, but I brushed it off. She was busy, I told myself. The next day, as we flew to Boston, I tried calling again. Nothing. Just voicemail. That unease in my gut kept growing. By the time we reached the hotel that evening, the city was glowing with Thursday night energy. Wait here, I told the kids at the lobby couches. Let me check us in and find out which room Mom's in. Lily was practically bouncing. Can we surprise her right away? That's the plan, sweetheart. At the front desk, I smiled at the receptionist. Hi, my wife, Laura Carter, is staying here. Could you ring her room? She typed, then nodded. Yes, Mrs. Carter is here. Relief washed over me until she frowned. I'm sorry, there's no answer. Would you like to leave a message? No, thanks. We'll just check in. As she handed me our keycards, she hesitated. Sir, it shows Mrs. Carter checked in with a +1. The world tilted. Excuse me? Her eyes widened. I shouldn't have said that. Probably a colleague. But I knew better. A few minutes later, while the kids unpacked in our room, I walked down the hall to 718. My hand trembled as I knocked. Movement inside. Laughter. Music. I texted. I'm outside your door. Open up. The laughter stopped. The door opened a crack and there she was. Laura. Hair tousled, face flushed, wearing a hotel robe. Her eyes went wide. Daniel, what are you doing here? She hissed, stepping out and pulling the door nearly shut. Surprise, I said flatly. The kids and I thought we'd visit. Her face drained of color. The kids are here? Down the hall, I said quietly. They can't wait to see you. Then the door opened wider. A man appeared, tall, fit, buttoning his shirt. Laura? Everything okay? The world narrowed to a pinpoint. Who the hell are you? I demanded. I'm Ryan, from the Chicago office. He looked between us, confused. I didn't know Laura was married. Laura's eyes filled with panic. Dan, please. But I was already walking away, my heart breaking with every step. When I returned, Lily jumped up. Did you find Mommy? She'll be here soon, I said, forcing calm. Was she surprised? Oh, she was surprised, I whispered. Minutes later, Laura knocked. Perfectly dressed, smiling as if nothing happened. Lily ran to her, wrapping tiny arms around her waist. Mommy! Hey, sweetheart, Laura said, voice trembling slightly. Ethan just stared, expression unreadable. Later, she pulled me into the hallway. Please, not in front of them, she begged. Let's talk. Talk, I hissed. You cheated on me, Laura. You lied to your kids. Tears filled her eyes. It was a mistake. No, I said coldly. It was a choice. That night, I took Lily and Ethan to the harbor. Lily marveled at the lights. Ethan walked beside me, silent. Then he asked, "Mom's cheating, isn't she?" I froze. "Why do you think that?" "Because of how you're acting," he said simply. I sighed. "Yeah, I think she is." He nodded, eyes hard. "Then we deserve better." He was right. The next morning, we flew home. Laura came to the airport to see us off, makeup barely hiding the damage. Lily hugged her tight. Ethan barely looked at her. I didn't say a word. 3 weeks later, we signed the divorce papers at our kitchen table. "I never wanted this," she whispered. "Neither did I said. "But you made your choice." She looked up, tears glistening. "Do you think you'll ever forgive me?" I hesitated. "Maybe, for the kids' sake. But some things can't be undone." As she left, I felt something unexpected, not relief, not anger, just peace. Because for the first time since that hotel door opened, I knew we'd be okay. Different, but okay.